Yes. Me volvimos. Ahora sí estamos con todo, ¿eh? Este. Ayer todavía estaba tocadillo con la enfermedad. Ahora ya estoy mucho mejor. Todavía me duele la garganta al pasar saliva, pero ya mucho menos. O sea, ya no es algo. Ayer sí estaba bien mal. Al pasar cualquier bocadillo o hasta el agua, o sea, cualquier cosa, sí te afectaba. Este, pero bueno, ya estamos bien. De hecho, hay algo que me faltó. Antes de empezar, déjenme guardar el. Hice un pollito, mm, pero lo dejé aquí afuera, entonces déjenme meterlo al refri. Vuelvo en un par de minutos. Voy a dejarles la pantalla de inicio. ¿Qué onda, bro? ¿Cómo andamos? Ya había entrado, nada más que dije, déjame guardar el pollito que dejé ahí en la estufa. No se lo voy a chingar a un animal. Pero ya lo guardé. El sobrante. Que me quedó con madre, de hecho. Ahorita me comí un caldito de pollo porque ya no estoy tan malo. Pero pues dije, no voy a hacer, ¿no? Un día más. Otro día más sin verte. A la madre. Eso fue el aviso de que mi celular se está quedando sin pila. Pero no hay pedo. Porque aquí tengo el cargador, aquí de volada. Bueno, sí. A seguirle. Entonces bueno, aquí estamos. Se me hace que le vamos a dar ahora sí. Ya estoy con mucha más energía que ayer. O sea, antier fue el peor. Antier ni hice stream. Ayer, bueno, estaba como al 50%. Pero la garganta sí estaba bien mala. En este momento ya estoy bien. Ya estás, Power. Aquí vamos a estar jugando un jueguito chido. Y bueno, pues platicando, porque ese juego se presta para, pues, estar platicando, no hay pedo. Es como que muy pasivo. Ahorita lo ves. Provecho. Entonces, bueno, vamos a darle. Vámonos al juego. ¿Ontas? Biblioteca. Ok. Jugar. Y vámonos. Vámonos, payaso. Ahora, ¿qué está pasando? No sé por qué mi cámara no se ve aquí. Lo voy a tener que checar. En unos momentos, denme un ratito, fallas técnicas. Nomás que no me deja esta cosa hasta que... Ahora sí ya me va a dejar. Ahora sí. Gameplay. ¿Por qué la cámara no está? Ah, ya. Listo. Magia. Ok, vamos a darle. Nos quedamos en que estábamos buscando al hermano del padre que sospechosamente se llevó a un niño. Y pues yo estoy ayudando al padre del niño a encontrarlo. No sé que aquí cambiamos como que de personaje, no soy el mismo personaje siempre. Entonces por decir aquí nos dice espera a Tom. Vamos a ver. ¿Me puedo levantar?
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
No.
I don't like you. Tell me, why do you care about your book so much? You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
What are you rambling on about?
It's from the book.
How do you know this? You're an animal.
Es que no sabe leer, le voy a decir.
Can't you read?
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There is something there.
Bueno, déjame ir a ver.
What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children!
Che, Alfred.
Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find her?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
Y le diría, madre, ese Alfred está cabrón.
If I'd known you lived this close.
No le prestes el baño.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living. Jack, give the children some soup, will you?
Muy bien dicho. Me gustó eso. De que los vivos nada más deben de cuidar a
You'll
los
be able to get
vivos.
work soon.
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. It's too
No,
cold for
nomás le doy
stone.
sopa a la Marta.
Sometimes you get lucky. Not this year.
Thank you, Jack.
Some time ago, I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the Castellan to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
Sí, ¿qué pasó? Es lo que, con lo que me quedé.
All I cared about was
coño.
working on a cathedral again. I was a fool.
No, me regaste.
To build churches.
Well, I worked on one
No, vamos
once.
a darle sopa al Alfred,
That
hombre.
was good work.
No debería, pero
I won't ramble on
estoy
now.
enfrente de mi ama.
But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
Ya se lo comió volado, bicho.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
¿Por qué lo abandonaste,
Women
güey?
die in labor. Men abandon their children all the time. It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No, that is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
No, vamos a servir sopa.
How do you get by?
Vendría que eso de lo que están hablando.
Together. It works well enough for us two to survive. We almost would have had meat today too. But it started to rot before we could cure it.
Eat well, children. You'll need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder. Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you.
Yo le diría, mamá, estás acercando mucho a este vato, ¿eh?
Well, they're asleep now.
No me está gustando.
What is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care, more than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know.
Como que está
Since I used
bien
to, I don't know
y
anything anymore.
You're
no
a good
sé.
man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also
¿Este
don't
cómo
have to go
sabe
through this
tanto?
alone.
¿Lo conoce o qué?
Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel, and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
Madre, pone con esos ojos amarillos. No quiero marcharme, voy a ver un castillo. Voy a ver un castillo.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
Me lo iba a acabar, chinga, me lo hubiera acabado ayer. Mis acciones, ninguna. Estaba esperando las acciones aquí a ver qué hice. No me dio nada. De que no hiciste ni madres, güey. Me hubiera puesto de perdido algo así, ¿no? Ay, güey. Está curado. Jack shit. Así. Así debería decir. Otra manera de decir que no hiciste ni madres. Ok, ahora vamos con los monjes. Debe ser el monje que llegó con el bebé. El Philip, ok. Pide apoyo al obispo Walleran. Palacio, palacio y edificio. Me pone.
My brother is as stubborn as you are sometimes. But I trust him. The bishop has to see this letter.
Bueno, vamos a ver el pinche obispo.
Why would the bishop see me? St. John's Chapel is smaller than this side building. Who am I to approach the bishop at dusk like a thief? If I can face our Lord, then why would I be afraid to face my bishop? If I can face our Lord, then why would I be afraid to face my bishop?
Es lo que yo digo. Llévate la Biblia.
A grand palace, for the glory of God, I suppose.
La carta, carnal.
Careful. It is the only proof against the Earl of Shiring that we have. I have to give this to the bishop. Better keep it clean. I want to help. I have to stay.
Bueno, entonces camina, güey. Okay, aquí hay
I
otro
may need
edificio.
only a small cell, but that does not mean my matters are of less importance.
The fuck?
Oh, I should not distract myself like this.
Okay, árbol de este lado.
The bishop might be watching. I'd better stay on the path.
On the path.
My pony needs to be fed soon. Should I take some?
Sí, ¿por qué no?
I will take just a couple. There you go. You're still hungry, aren't you?
Más manzanas.
I already took some. I shouldn't take too many.
Bueno, busquemos otra cosa. Debe haber algo por aquí. Edificio. Cuadras llenas de paja. Un feo.
My pony should be fed. Do I just take some hay? My pony needs to be fed.
Ok. No, era la pajita primero, pero bueno.
Here.
Ok, achievement que atendí a mi pony.
The bishop might be watching. I'd better stay on the path.
Barriles, palacio. ¿Dónde más podemos ir? Reja. Puerta. Ya.
Oh, why must I be so nervous?
Sí, me pasé.
I know I can do this. But if I do the right thing, then why am I so afraid?
Ching, lo hice antes.
Focus. You have to do this. Francis is right.
Vamos.
I trust Francis. He knows about these things.
How can I help you?
He venido a ver el obispo, cabrón.
I have come to see the bishop.
Who may I tell the bishop is visiting?
Soy el prior de Saint John in the Forest.
I am the prior of St. John in the Forest.
And what may I tell Bishop Wailerin is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
No confesar el motivo.
I'm afraid I can only...
Espérenme tantito porque me acaban de mandar un mensaje acerca del negocio y demás les voy a decir, no se hace. Ah, mm, ya mañana sí abrimos en la noche. Es que bueno. De repente me hacen unos pedidos y no tengo horario nocturno, pero nada más de jueves a domingo. Entonces, hoy es miércoles. Ok, no sé qué es todo. Vamos a
I
darle.
can only tell the bishop himself.
Ah, pero espérame. Sí, hay que decirle nada más al obispo. ¿Cómo que te voy a decir a ti, güey? Tú eres un portero. Ah, Chile. Ah, ok. Un mensajillo. Ah, se me fue. Ah. Ok. Sigamos. Ah.
The bishop wishes to know beforehand.
Ah, ok.
In this case, we will have to make
Sí,
an
hay que hacer
exception.
una excepción. ¿Cómo que te voy a decir a ti, güey? Una
Wait
pendejada.
here.
Y bueno, pues aquí esperamos. Ponte a leer, güey. Sí, pues hay que esperarlo porque a lo mejor se está poniendo las pantuflas. A lo mejor está haciendo sus cositas.
The bishop will see you now.
Excelente. Vamos a hablar con el obispo.
The Right Reverend Bishop Wailerin by God.
Please, sit down.
Thank you, Right Reverend.
En lugares tenía que haber un fueguito porque se siente el
Please,
frío.
call me Wailerin. Timothy informed me you are the prior of...
St. John in the Forest, Right Reverend.
Then you must be Philip of Gwynedd.
Así es.
I'm surprised you know my name.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge. So, I am bound to take an interest.
Well, God has
¿Qué
blessed
te
us
trae
with
por
St.
aquí?
John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Tell me, Prior Philip, what brings you here at such a late hour? Timothy said that you will only tell me.
El conde Bartholomew.
Oh, Bartholomew of Shiring. Do you know him well?
As bishop, I am much involved in
Voy a
politics.
tener que toser fuerte.
Though, of course, the church can never be involved enough. Bartholomew is a stubborn man. He is opposed to any suggestions from me, and I am his bishop.
I heard the same about the Earl of Gloucester.
Gloucester.
How do you know
Está bien
of this?
difícil.
Ah, your brother Francis is
Gloucester.
working for Earl
Porque ahí
Robert
dice
of Gloucester, is he
Gloucester.
not?
Los
Did he
Gloucester.
tell you?
Es que no me fijé, chingado.
Excuse me. No, I heard at a guest house on my way to Kingsbridge. Unfortunately, I rarely see my brother.
You
Chingado,
both
no
must
me
be
fijé.
very busy indeed. But why are you bringing up politics? Tell me, Philip, why are you here?
Pero sí está mejor no decir nada de eso, hermano.
Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the Sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping, and corrupt. So are all sheriffs. Philip, how did you get this letter?
No mencionaron a Francis.
I found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge. I am staying there for a few days.
Vale, eso estuvo bien.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter.
Yes.
Timothy, leave us.
Bueno, vete el chorizo.
And did you find anything else?
No, just the letter. The messenger carrying it had an accident.
Acá, güey,
Died near Kingsbridge. A war would cost so many lives.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You are truly the man I have heard so much about. I will call on friends of mine. Pray for us that we can put an end to Bartholomew's plan before it is too late. You did a brave thing for our church, Brother Philip. A brave thing indeed.
Okay.
You'll go back to Kingsbridge Priory now and forget about the sheriff, won't you?
I will.
Sí, pinches policías.
And don't speak of this to anyone there.
I shan't.
No, estoy batallando para decirte a ti, güey. Esto ahorita va a decir, ya que se vaya, mátenlo. Es clásica de películas esa. Ok, regresa a Kingsbridge. Oh no, Sancho hizo.
Such a grand palace, all for the glory of God. Time to leave, old friend.
Bueno. Le di manzanitas, paja. Para que le salga fibra bien machín.
Did you pack enough
Regresamos
food?
a esta historia.
I don't want you to starve, Alfred.
You mean those rock-hard nuts? Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
Oye, no
Alright.
sé si están viendo. Ahorita lo checo.
I'll,
Porque las
go
letras,
get her.
bueno, yo sí las veo bien, pero. A ver, déjenme ver. Ajustes. Déjenme ver si puedo.
You're a mason.
Subtítulos no se pueden hacer más grandes, chale. Pero bueno, ¿se puede en español? Ah, no, nomás hay dos. Solamente tenemos dos idiomas, entonces... Al menos tenemos los textos.
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built so far? I'm sure Jack would love to hear about your work.
Houses. I mostly carve rocks. I haven't built much yet.
That must be hard work.
Right.
Ok, vamos a encontrar a Marta.
Tell me, how are you getting along?
Me encontré volado.
They're looking for you. I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again.
Tengo una onda.
I've got a slingshot.
Una buena onda. Moquea, déjame darle un
Teach
trapillo.
me how to use it.
A huevo.
I will. Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
Yo te cuido.
I will always be around. That's not your job. You should look after yourself and your mother first. And I want to stay here where it's safe. This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you. Oh. Am I his princess? You are. Together you are brave and smart and will never give up. All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Martha! Where are you?
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
Bueno, parece le gustó el muñequito de paja.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter.
Okay, ya estoy hablando como que de más grande.
Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all.
Okay.
By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy.
Fuimos a ver al obispo, fuimos hacia el centro. Este es Sharing. Quiero que mejore el obispo.
As we approached the building, Tom noticed the cold in Mother's eyes. Although she had agreed to accompany him to the bishop, she had remained quiet about her true feelings, while Tom didn't see it fit to ask. Gradually, the palace came into view.
Giramos hacia la ciudad. Sí, giramos. De que nada, ¿sabes qué? Vamos para allá.
Shiring was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls.
Okay.
Finally, Mother called us over. Rumor had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say, "That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago." But apart from me, no one took notice.
Sí, vámonos al chorizo. No queremos pedos. Estoy jugando Resident Evil y ahí quemaron a alguien.
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories, but father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man, but solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement, and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
Está bueno.
All right. Let's hope it's true when the Earl needs us.
Yeah,
Sobres.
I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. And boys,
Pinche las rolas.
try to be nicer to each other.
An eye out
Okay.
for what?
Papa wants him to look for things that are broken.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Oh. ¿Está bien
Papa
eso?
could fix their walls or build a house. One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Chinga. ¿Y esto? Pozo.
Jack, be careful. Don't get too close.
Está bien. Es con Marta.
Hello, Jack. Have you ever been to a castle before? No. Castles are very safe places. People don't rob you so fast. Mother told me stories about castles, about knights and princesses. Oh, like what? Like the one about Tristan and Isolde. They drank a potion and had to love each other for 3 years. I know that one. Jack,
Sí, ya te
do
la
you think
sabes.
there's a princess in this castle? It would be so nice to see a real
¿Sabes el último de
princess one day.
Pepito?
What do you want? Get lost.
Si le pagamos con el olero. Pinche. Tengo una uña que me está molestando aquí. Pues no hay nada más. ¿Qué cosa que hacer más que cruzar el patio?
I can't believe the Earl allowed his daughter to refuse him. How scandalous.
Well, William Hamley is an idiot. I wouldn't marry him either. She deserves someone better. Such a very bright and charming girl.
No, she's an arrogant one, just like her father.
Don't see that. It's not arrogance. It's nobility. You have to be like that if you want people to respect you.
I agree. She will do fine. It's the Earl's son I'm more worried about.
Hello, my
To
name is
think
Jack.
that coward is set to be next in line.
At least he knows how to order people around.
Right. What a brat.
Cruzar el patio, volver caminando, subir a las almenas. Sí, vamos a ver. Ah, ya se subió. Ah, ya está acá.
The right reasons. Going to hell together with confidence and trust. It's what's holding this world together, boy.
A ver.
So, you understood my little secret?
Ah. Sí, necesitas un albañil.
Do you need a mason?
Me? Well, these battlements could use a fresh stone or two, but apart from that, I don't know a bloody thing about building, and I don't want to. All I care about is a good sturdy wall and some hot tar to keep my enemies warm. That reminds me of a story. Want to hear a story, boy? Well, you see, I'm not just one for a good solid tarring. But back in my day, I was also quite the stealthy bastard, if I may say so. So this one time, me and my men lay siege to this castle. While both sides rested for the night, I took my crowbar and swam over to the enemy. There was this piece of wall where the mortar had gone away, and one could easily look through the holes into their courtyard. So, what did I do? I smoothly tore a hole with my crowbar and snuck inside. Then, what you want to do is hit them where it really hurts. And that's not always the groin. In this case, it was their old well barely standing up. So, one kick, and all its rocks tumbled and covered the hole. From then on, they were without water. The shortest siege in the history of sieges. And not one man died. All because I had an eye on the wall and made good use of that well.
That's what knights do?
Knights do a lot of things, lad.
Pues destapó el pozo, pero bueno, vamos a ver.
How did you end that siege again?
I looked for a wall where the mortar was gone. I kicked in their ramshackle well. Easy.
Pues bueno, vámonos al chorizo.
Ah.
Pero estuvo bien. Así es como se termina un asedio, carnal.
Are you knights?
We are? Why, you want to be like us?
Like you?
Tell you what, snatch us some food from the keep, and we might train you. Very good. That should be a valuable first lesson.
Después. Bueno, no voy a estar para acá, ¿verdad?
Watch your step, you little twit.
Don't mind him, boy. That's just William Hamley. He was hoping for a princess, but all he got was a boot.
What's he doing? Do you think he forgot something?
His dignity, perhaps?
Está agacho el carro, ¿eh?
Look, you strike me as an honest worker, but we have a right who does all the repairs for us.
Then something else, maybe? I heard rumours that there's all kinds of work here.
Well, unfortunately, it's not builders we're looking for. Actually, it's quite the opposite.
Destroyers.
I understand. Thank you for your consideration. Walk with me, boy.
Vámonos.
So, have you heard about anyone else who might need a mason?
Me voltó y se quedó adentro. No, si se salió el güey o sí. Ah, no, está acá, no. Ah, no. Qué chingado.
I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
Quiero ver a mi lady.
I want to see the lady.
My, you are just as rude as her previous visitor, aren't you? All want but no manners.
Can I see her?
May I see her?
May I?
As I said already, she won't receive any more visitors today. At least not any scoundrels. Not after that Hamley boy tried to propose to her. Again. She'd rather enjoy some quiet than another wide-eyed piglet who thinks himself a minstrel. Now don't start singing, please.
Está bien.
And farewell to you.
We have followers all over the south.
Of course. You're the Earl, after all.
A title doesn't guarantee anything, my son.
I don't understand. Is that why you sent all those letters?
We only know what's happening in the south, but Earl Robert is in the west.
Together we control the entire southwest.
Not all of it, but we have messengers in place to keep us informed about everything. Now, be quiet for a moment. I need to think.
Ah, bueno. Como si pues sigamos a este vato, güey. No me dieron chance de ver para dónde se fue. Ah, acá está, chingada madre.
Even a fool can see these buildings need work. If the Earl's not worrying about his stalls and his kitchens, it might be something else.
You can build castles?
Well, if I have the money and the people, yes. Maybe one day I'll show you how it's done.
What do you need work for?
It pays. It buys shelter and clothing and we don't have to starve. Not everyone can live in a forest, boy.
No?
No. People need to be around people. And for that, things have to be set in stone. Like the laws in towns, or rents, or wages. If everyone did whatever they liked, things would get very bad very quickly.
Te han rechazado. Vámonos al chorizo.
They refused you.
Oh, just because work rarely falls into one's lap, that doesn't mean there is none. I'll give this place a look over while you tell your mother to be patient.
What are you looking
grietas
for?
o qué?
Something to convince the Earl that keeping things the way they are won't do for long.
Ah, ya encontré el
Something
pinche.
small, like washed out mortar or a loose column. Yeah, I need to see the hole before I can carve the rock.
Can't you work somewhere else?
Not if we want to eat tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to some people. You just keep an eye out. And if you see something I can fix, let me know.
Ya estás, carnal. O bueno, ¿qué te debería decir, papi? Vamos otra vez con el pinche este güey.
Are you a knight?
I'll be damned if I wasn't. Would have risked my life for nothing if all I was supposed to do was bake bread. Be warned, lad. Get a job that pays. Not one where you have to pay for a new horse every time someone kicks your arse. Being a knight costs you, especially when you're also a drunkard. Damn, if only I'd known.
Okay. Vamos al chorizo entonces, vamos por acá. Ah, ok, ok. No le puse esta madre, chingona. El torneo no se puede. A ver.
Stop right there. I'm sorry, boy, but Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
¿Qué le puedo decir a este vato?
Lady Aliena?
A charming young woman. She lives on top of the keep.
Like a princess?
Well, no. Although, I suppose she would make a splendid queen indeed. For now, she is just the Earl of Shiring's daughter, and quite good at her role, if I may say so.
May I see the lady?
I told you she is not in the mood for pushy boys right now.
Te voy a poner
She
gorro
prefers someone
machín,
a little
güey.
more pleasant.
Hamley?
Yes, Percy Hamley's son, William. Now, off you go.
Bueno, vámonos.
There is one.
What?
There is a princess here.
Oh, show me.
Ok, nos vamos a meter a la fuerza. Y entonces van a decir:
My
hay que
lady?
arreglar aquí.
Yes, Matthew.
There are two children downstairs,
Lo
desperately
convencimos.
wanting to see you.
Children?
A rather cheerful little girl and an annoying boy.
Well, considering that it is my role to tend to my father's guests, I believe I can see them.
Your father let you renounce a wedding. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you declined this as well.
But a cheerful little girl?
And an annoying boy.
We will get along. You may bring them up.
Le van a decir el problema que tenemos. Que
Oh,
metemos
it's
jale.
you. I noticed you and your parents from my window. What can I do for you?
Qué hermosa eres.
You're quite shy, aren't you? Would you like something to eat?
But they won't serve food yet.
They do what I tell them. I will have Matthew get you some bread.
Yes, please. Where's your mother?
My mother died.
Aren't you sad?
I was, but that was a long time ago. My brother Richard can't even remember her.
My mother's dead too.
When did she die?
Last week.
Oh. Who's that woman with you then?
Es mi madre.
That's my mother.
And where's your father?
No decir nada.
Did he run off? Some men are such beasts.
Nunca pude pa.
I never had a father.
Where did you come from then?
From my mother. All young things come from their mothers. What have fathers got to do with it?
I think you should have a word with your mother. Come on, I want to show you something.
El perro. Okay.
Have you ever been up this high before?
No.
Wow. All the people look so small. Like little mice. You must be up here every day.
I used to, but nowadays I try to hold myself back. Why? We are about to make some great enemies. If our first assault fails, they may want to lay siege to our castle, so I will have to get used to staying up here for a long while. I suppose this view will bore me soon enough. Till then, I'm trying to keep it special.
And you're
¿Qué onda,
sharing it
Mr.
with
Chile?
us.
¿Qué andamos jugando?
Ever get bored
Bueno,
by
es
this.
como una historia. Pero está chido.
Come on, let's go back down. Matthew will take you to your parents.
Ah, ok. No, pues. No hay pex. Aquí andamos. Me acabo de terminar me acabo de terminar el Dave the Diver. Muy buen juego. Y bueno, ahorita escogí este juego porque es algo rápido. Quiero jugar unos juegos rápidos que no duren mucho. Entonces, bueno, vamos a ver qué onda. A ver qué otro juego después de este, porque me lo voy a terminar, no sé, en un par de días. Y pues ya vemos qué otra cosa, ¿no? Pero bueno, ahí puedes ver las grabaciones. Estoy jugando el Resident Evil 4 también. El remake. Pero bueno, pues aquí estamos en el cotorreo. ¿Cómo has estado? La princesa me dijo que
How did
espera
it
un
go?
asedio.
Oh, she was so pretty. Don't you agree, Jack?
Bueno, le puedo decir a... Sí, ya le puedo decir al papá. Sí, de hecho dijo Powerfox que se tardó mucho para conseguir ese pico. Ahorita a ver si te explica cómo. O que si nos tenemos que esperar. Es que fue a cenar. Pero ahorita a ver si te dice. Un mapache. ¿Qué onda, Sans? ¿Cómo andas? Es que ya no se puede, era por un tiempo. Ah, sí. Ah, no, pues. ¿Fijado? De hecho, acabo de... Hace poco compré el Minecraft. Hablando de... Mentiría bien usted. No, pues andamos bien. Ya andamos mejor, Ayer andaba muy mal. Fijado igual a borracho. Ah, ok. No, yo ya ando bien. No, ahora tengo el emoji. ¿Ahora tienes el emoji? Así que tenemos Minecraft. Ah, sí. Sí tenemos... Ya lo compré. Ese emoji global de Twitch. Si ponías este emoji en un live, te daban el pico. No, pues es que el bueno es el Power Fox. Él sí lo consiguió. Pero ahora por un tiempo ya pasó. Bueno, pero al rato y lo podrás conseguir o sale otra cosa, no te preocupes. Porque ellos tienen que seguir sacando cosas, ¿no? Para seguir en el tema. Miau. Entonces, sí, compré el Minecraft. Entonces creo que lo jugaré pronto. ¿Mohan? Sí. ¿Mohan? ¿Cómo? O sea, ¿tú dices el que hizo Minecraft? El Mohan se está ganando el odio de algunos fans de Minecraft. Pues puede ser, pero pues a ellos no les importa el odio. A ellos les importa el dinero. Como a todos, ¿no? Bueno, entonces vamos con el Tom. ¿Ya paró? ¿O ya paró? Ah, déjame ver a la madre. Decirle esto.
The Lady Aliena thinks there will be an attack.
Here, go find Tom and tell him.
Sí, ya sabía que se lo tenían que decir el pinche Tom. Por eso hacen lo que se les ronca en gana, no escuchan al fandom y poco a poco solo jugamos lo que nos importa. Lo que no nos importa lo que hagan. Estoy mandando muchos emoji de esto. Nel, Mr. Chile, usted sígale. Sí, no, no hay pex. Aquí no hay problema. Puedes hacer lo que quieras, Mr. Chile. Lo bueno es que aquí nadie banea a nadie. ¿Verdad que no, Sans? Si no me banearon a mí, no te banean a ti.
No, it's a secret. I should tell nobody but Tom.
Ah, pues por eso.
Lady Aliena is expecting an attack.
An attack? So the Earl is planning to go to battle. That's very helpful, Jack. Now, why don't you help me find some damage to the castle? The Earl might not want to fight if his defences are in bad shape.
Ok, hay que buscar que el castillo esté mal. Yo vi que este pinche güey me dijo. Déjenme ver. No, aquí no banean. Recuerdo que he baneado esta cuenta más de una vez. Pues sí. Pero eso ya no se hace. En mi defensa fue culpa de Chester. A ver, vamos a buscar problemas aquí en el... A mí me banearon por decir mensaje eliminado, así tal cual me banearon de una. Bueno, es que en algunos lados son diferentes, ¿no? Volver caminando. ¿Dónde podrá haber un lugar? Sí, las gaitas se ven chidos. Un streamer grande. Bueno, pues es que en algunos lados sí se ponen muy así, ¿no?
Is anything broken here? They're not talking to me.
¿Y si explotó? Pero, ¿qué? Ajá. Creí que este vato estaba en fuego, pero no. Oye, está chido ese. A ver, déjame ver. Ir al torreón. Y a lo mejor empiezan a hablar de algo.
No. The Earl is busy, boy.
No se les puede decir nada a estos. ¿Quién quiere ser prota de un H?
Tom wouldn't find work here.
If you want something, talk to me.
Sí, no, aquí no se hace. ¿No sabes qué es un H? Pues conozco la letra. Me estoy buscando el baneo de una manera.
Well, these battlements could use a fresh stone or two, but apart from that...
Ah, es ok, güey. Hentai. Vuelvo en un rato, o sea, como en una hora. Voy a jugar con mi bro. Ya estás, Mr. Chile, aquí estamos. ¿Cómo se llama? Aquí seguiremos con esta historia. Estoy buscando unas fisuras por aquí en la pared para que le den jale a mi papá. Wow. Busca H con tentáculos. Mr. Chile, cámara. Ya estás, Mr. Chile. Sí, todavía voy a estar. Aquí vamos a estar todavía cotorreando. Y pues, pásatela bien. Tampoco a las 5. Pero sí vamos a estar, no sé, yo creo que estaré unas 2 horas más.
Is anything broken here?
Well, these battlements could use a fresh stone or two, but apart from that...
Dice Mr. Chile, yo vi a H por mi amigo. Me enseñó Mime and Dash. No, pues yo hace mucho que no veo H. Bueno, al rato me lo pasas, Sans. ¿Eso es H? Pues yo no sé. Dice Mr. Chile que sí. Pero tiene de... Qué lico. A ver, díganme qué es de... Dos versiones. A ver, ¿desde cuándo mi canal se volvió un intercambio de H con D? Una sin censura y otra con censura. Es para una tarea. Nada, así no. Aburrido. Con censura, aburrido.
This looks good to me. Is anything broken here?
My nose, I guess, and a few of my ribs.
Ya estás, Mr. Chile. Aquí vamos a andar. Órale, cuídate y disfruta. Que disfrutes el juego.
This looks good to me. Is anything broken here? They're not talking to me. This looks good to me.
Y recuerden que no vean H. Apenas estoy viéndolo de sonreír. Y recuerden, no vean H, eso es muy H. ¡Yay! No, solo vean H si lo necesitan.
This looks good to me.
El pozo está destartalado. Sí, lo que me dijo el pinche caballero, güey. Se pueden meter y destruirte el pozo. Agarra la foto. Uf, guapísimo. Se va para el muro. Con forma de corazón. Ok, no. ¿Ya está, Sans? Terrible. A ver, ya tengo algo, güey. Tengo progreso en este juego. ¿Dónde se fue mi padrastro? Chinga, necesitamos jale. Y se me pierde. Aquí está. Le voy a decir, güey.
The well is in bad repair.
It is? Yeah, very good, Jack. That's one thing the Earl needs to get fixed for sure. Now, see if you can spot any more damage.
O sea, este vato no está haciendo nada. O sea, él se queda ahí paradillo. Cotorreando y de que tuve a ver, güey. Que necesita que ser reparado. Le estoy haciendo todo el jale al hijo de su pinche madre. Nishis de Dave. Los nishis de Dave también. Vamos a ver.
Tom wouldn't find work here. Tom wouldn't find work here.
¿No dije Tom? Ah, ok.
I don't know. This isn't broken, is it?
What? Ya se había enviado. ¿Pero cuál? Hay un dibujo que hiciste. Pero ¿cuál? ¿Cuál dibujo? Ah, sí, el del güero. De muchas manos. Bueno, de muchas cabezas, muchas manos. Ah, ok. Alerta, no está terminado. Ah, pues no hay problema. Como quiera le echamos un ojo. Aquí estoy viendo qué más podemos arreglar. No veo nada. No veo nada fregado por aquí. No sé, pero en un asedio esto se me hace que no va a aguantar. Ay, güey, me asustaste.
This isn't broken, is it?
A ver, vamos a ver. Veamos. La primicia. Achis. Sí, no hay pets. Aparte de que los puedo usar. Ah, oye, está mejor. Todavía no está terminado. Sí, le falta. Oh. Está chido, ¿eh? Se ve que le echaste más amorcito. Bueno, una vez que lo termines, se me hace que lo voy a usar, ¿eh? Me lo vas a tener que pasar. Pásame la licencia. Me tuve que arrancar el corazón para verlo y poder dibujarlo. Sí, sí está chido. Ya se ve mejor. Yo cobro. Ingas. Ya estamos en problemas. $1000 la alerta. No, hombre. Pareces mi sobrina cuando me cobra. Mi sobrina tiene 4 años. Y siempre que le digo cuánto es, oiga, siempre me dice 8000 pesos. A la bestia. Pues es menos que $1000, ¿eh? Pero bueno, sí está chida la animación. Ya el Vivian ya le dio ¿cómo se llama? Su approval, su aprobación. Yo también. Le ponemos un a huevo. Su visto bueno, sí. Entonces, bueno. Vámonos de vuelta al juego. Muy chida la animación. Después la usaré. Ya que esté terminado, me la mandas para usarlo en una de mis ediciones. Voy a hacer más ediciones. De perder una vez a la semana.
Is anything broken here?
Well, these battlements could use a fresh stone or two, but apart from that...
Aquí ya traté, pero no.
Tom wouldn't find work here.
Como que nadie me dice nada. No puedo caminar más allá. Todo está tirando hueva aquí arriba. Así como que... Bueno. Una hora y me voy a comer. O a coger. Porque bueno, en ese tiempo pues no había nada que hacer, güey. Cogían un chingo. Qué buenos tiempos. Ah, los muros, a huevo, ya encontré algo. Pues hay que decirle al pinche... Pues al jefe de aquí. Decirle al padrastro. Aquí está, o sea, en vez de estar buscando también.
There is a wall without water.
If that's true, you have a very keen eye. Now, see if you can spot one more area of damage.
Otra cosa, pinche puto. Pues sí, los de antes no tenían televisión, internet, ni nada, güey, ni videojuegos, ni madres. Y pues sí, pues qué más podías hacer, güey. En cierta razón como que era bueno, ¿no? Como te digo, son buenos tiempos. Ahora, bueno, puedes hacer muchas cosas. Y no tienes hijos, así como yo. Y güey, madre sí tenían. Se reduce la sobrepoblación, pues sí. Bueno, hay que seguir buscando cosas, güey. Otra vez, venga, man. Tengo que buscar otra cosita que se deba de... ¿Existe el H? Pues sí. Para un día solitario. Muralla. Ah, mira, aquí la muralla. Ya encontré algo. Las almenas están agrietadas. Déjame ir a peinarme. Nueva palabra aprendida. H. Sí, la manuela siempre va a estar. De que, oye, imagínate, güey, que te corten las manos, güey, y ya dices, no, ya, doctor. Ya valió. Máteme. O no, pues te sigues haciendo la manuela, pero pues con esta parte, ¿no? O de que le dices al doctor, déjame aquí como un gancho, un ganchito, así un muñoncito para... Sobre. Bueno, pues sí. Pero perdí un ganchito, o sea, no necesito un hueco, nada más así, un ganchito. Déjemelo así, córteme la mano. Y esto, póngale ahí algo para endurecer. Y ya. Yeah. Pues sí, no, hombre, nada más con algo ahí que frote. Y en me ahí todo desesperado. Los puntos débiles. Los puntos débiles.
The battlements are broken.
I noticed that already. Well, that should do for now. Now, stay sharp. You did a very good job, son. Now, come along. You deserve to see if it works.
Vamos
Look,
a ver.
I'd like to give you work, but we don't need you.
I just hope you're not expecting a siege soon.
Why do you
Ya-
say that?
Ya le estamos diciendo así como que.
Your defenses are in bad repair.
Güey, pues.
Be specific, man.
The mortar in your walls has come away in places. This leaves an opening for a crowbar, and once there's a hole, it's easy to pull the entire wall down.
Anything else?
Yeah, the keep has an undercroft with a wooden door.
Espérame.
If I were attacking the keep, I'd go through that door and start a fire in the stores.
And if you were the Earl, how would you prevent that?
I'd have a pile of stone ready shaped and a supply of sand and lime for mortar. And a mason standing by ready to block up that doorway in times of danger.
Matthew, may I have a word with you?
Ah, sí. El juego es como demasiado texto. Sí, sí. Es como un cuento.
Well, we have a home.
¿Qué onda con eso?
You know, this is all thanks to your son and...
Pero está chido.
What did he
güey,
do?
Porque es como
He
interactivo.
did what you were supposed to do. He kept an eye and an ear out, and finally helped me convince the Earl.